So, what would you like to suggest if someone is like a beginner and they want to start their journey? How can I speak? Because in a beginner stage, everyone's like they don't have idea how can I start and how can I speak, even though they have some basic knowledge about the grammar, all the things.
So, how are you doing?
Yes, I'm doing great and splendid, fantastic. Thank you so much for concerning about me. What about you?
Yes, I'm doing great too. Thank you. Since we are meeting for the first time, so would you like to give your short introduction?
Yes, sure. Why not? Yeah, this side, Rohit. I'm connecting to you from Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. About my qualification, I have completed my graduation. Nowadays, I'm pursuing a law degree, that is LLB. And in order to become a good speaker, I'm here. I'm practicing and improving myself. That's all about it. Thank you.
Okay, so you are preparing for LLB or you are doing graduation. Am I right?
I have completed graduation. After I took admission,
Mm-hmm.
LLB. That is
Okay, that sounds great. Okay, now it's my turn. My name is
so.
Tanuja and I'm from Bhopal city. If I'll talk about my education, so I have completed my engineering and currently I'm a working professional in one of the software company and simultaneously I'm running my YouTube for past 2 years. And if I'll talk about my hobbies, so I love drawing, dancing and traveling. That's all about me.
Oh, glad to hear that you are multitasker. You are doing like a different, many kind of the things simultaneously.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, so like may I know about your hobbies too?
Yes, I love to read a book and talk with people. Nowadays, I want to enhance my communication skill as well language. So I have some, interest to talk with the strangers,
Okay.
so that I
So which
can.
kind of person you are? Which kind of person you are, like introvert or extrovert?
To be honest, I'm an introvert, not an extrovert, but I want to expand introvert to extrovert.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, so do
To
you
be
have any
honest, I
topic
want to
or
see
something?
people. I always look forward to see people what they will ask to me, right?
Okay. Okay, so do you have any topic or question, or shall I ask anything?
Yes, sure. I have a lots of questions for you.
Okay, so you can ask.
As just we are here for enhancing our language,
Hmm.
English. So I would like to know about your journey and how did you learn this language at first?
Okay, so as I have done my schooling in Hindi medium, and after that I was doing engineering. So that time my subject was in English, but yeah, there was no spoken environment. So that time I never thought like I should learn this English language and what is their requirement like this. And I was reading a lot while taking a single step towards learning this language. So till my college, I never tried to speak in English. Even whenever I get chance to speak in public or maybe in presentation, so that time I was not doing such kind of activities just because of fear of speaking, and I had low confidence too. So yeah, but when I completed my graduation, so after that I was giving interviews. So that time I got rejected in many interviews just because of my English skills. Because that time I was not, confident enough to speak in English language, especially in front of interviewer. So yeah, that time I realized that I should focus on my communication. But that time I had no such time to focus just on English language, because in interviews we have to prepare for everything like technical skills and all. So yeah, after giving many interviews I got an ideas like how to give answers like this. So that time I just prepared accordingly. Unfortunately I got placed in MNC company. So in MNC we have to speak in English language, it's mandatory. So I decided I should focus on my communication, otherwise it would be very difficult for me to survive in IT company. So you can say that last 2 years I created my channel also just to shoot videos so that I can build my confidence. and yeah, gradually I got a chance to interact with strangers and other people. So this is how I started. And to be honest, when I had started speaking, so I was just speaking with myself only. And that time also I was able to speak, but just because of lack of confidence, I was not able to face other people. So I
Hmm.
would say that how I learned, because just I was making sentences by my own whenever I had free time, because I had a little bit idea of tenses and all. So that's why. And this is how I started my journey.
Oh, that's a great, wonderful journey that was, and you finally you overcome your issue and afraidness and lack of confidence, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, when did you start your YouTube channel, and nowadays, which kind of the content you are uploading over there?
Okay, so I had started my channel 2 years ago, but that time I was not uploading such kind of conversational videos. But now I don't have much time because of my work, so I'm just uploading this kind of conversational videos only. And yeah, sometimes if I have time, so I just create shorts videos on some English content only. That's it.
Oh, that's amazing. So, glad to hear that. As I'm like observing, you are like a great speaker, a fantastic speaker. So, what would you like to suggest if someone is like a beginner and they want to start their journey? How can I speak? Because in a beginner stage, everyone like they don't have idea how can I start and how can I speak, even though they have some basic knowledge about the grammar, all the things vocabulary. They have much vocabulary in their bucket, but they don't know how to. So, what would you like to say as about this?
Okay, so first I would say that it happens just because of lack of confidence, because sometimes they fear a lot while facing to other people. So what I did, I just started speaking by myself first. I was just doing this kind of practice. I had a basic idea of tenses and all, as I mentioned. So I was making sentences by my own, and whenever I had time, so I was just speaking aloud by myself only, not only like in front of camera or something. Just whenever I had free time, so I was making sentences by my own, whenever I was looking here and there, uh, or in my surrounding what is happening, so I was making sentences. And wherever I was struggling, so I was just taking help of Google and translator. So first thing that first I would say that just set up a particular goal. Why are you learning this English language? So it would be quite easy to focus on your goal. As I know that why I'm learning English, because I know that it is mandatory for my career. So that's why. So you can make such kind of realistic goal. Like yes, this is the thing, and this is the goal. Why I'm learning this, so you will focus on those things and be consistent with your practice. I never done anything extra, to be honest, because of lack of time. Because 8 to 9 hours I have to give for my work, and after that I have to learn some technical things also. So I cannot focus just on English language every time. But to be honest, I'm doing this kind of practice every day. Sometimes if I don't get partners, so I just try to make conversation with me only. So this is how I'm doing. So beginner can also do if they have basic knowledge of tenses and some of the prepositions. And I think some of the basic things they already aware, but they are just you know fearing to take a single step, like first step. When they will start doing this, just start with yourself first, and then you can move towards like co-learners and like this. So this is how you can practice every day and you can improve.
Oh, yeah, really, it's again like a good answer to you. It's a good idea to talk to ourselves because sometimes it's happened we cannot find any good partner to speaking. So that time we can talk to themselves, right? And it is
Hmm.
better you can like analyze your mistake and you can get find your mistake where you're doing some mistake and you can refine that mistake, right? So that is
Yes,
a good idea to like talking to themselves.
because we
And
have to surround ourselves in English environment, because now we are not living in English environment, so we have to make it by our own, and every time you can't connect with partners. So that's why it, according to me, it's a good idea that you can start speaking with yourself. So I just do this practice every time. And whenever I see something new, so I just think what we call this word in English. So I just try to find out those at the right time. So this is how they can practice.
Mm. And what would you say about the grammar? Is it really like important and necessary to before speaking? And other hand, like spoken English is different to like as a English as a subject. So what would you say? Grammar is important to learn for spoken English?
According to me, it is important, but you cannot, immerse in the beginning, like to learn each and everything at once. Like some people just think that when I will complete like everything, then only I will start speaking. So I don't think it's a good way. You can just revise once like tenses. That is very important. Uh, so and some of the preposition that is very common. So you can start with this only, and when you will listen some English content, so you already will get an idea how they are speaking. So you don't have to immerse yourself in grammar first. And I'm not saying that it is not important. It is important, but initially you can skip to just focus on grammar first, because of that people struggle a lot just recalling the rules again and again, and because of that they frustrate like no, I cannot do this. so
Yes, yes,
so
yes.
yeah, but gradually, if I'll talk about me, so now, like now I'm able to speak. So now some of the like in some of the sentences, like could have, would have, sometimes we get confused. So for that for that improvement, I need to revise all the grammar things again. So gradually they can learn these things like advanced grammar, but initially they can start with basic things, and then they can move ahead.
Yes, really, there is always room for improvement. And
Yeah.
grammar is like necessary and important, but we can learn grammar like through other ways. As like by reading, by listening, we can observe all the like a context where we can put the like grammatical words as like a grammatical structure. We can learn by the listening and by the reading, where we can use past and future tense and present tense. Right. So I think it's a
Yes.
good way to learning grammatical things.
Yes, yes, absolutely right. Because when you will take it as a subject, like today I have to complete prepositions first and like this, so you will definitely get bored. But as you mentioned that they can learn in some different ways. So yeah, it is a good way. And where you are stucking, so that the particular area you can focus on. Like I know that sometimes I make mistakes in prepositions part. So I just try to find out like yes, where I'm lacking. So I'm just working on those.
Yeah, finding a mistake or mistake is a very like a vital role, because after then we can reform that sentence is a correct way. So we always try to find our mistake, and where we are lacking, after then we can overcome that issue. So that's a very important. And yeah, that's all. If you want to ask something to me, so.
Okay. And may I know about your English journey? Like, I just wanna know from where you started first, because like most of the people struggle in this phase only, and then if they are able to speak little bit, then they can move ahead. But just they have just fear that how to start first. So, what kind of suggestion you want to give?
Oh, I cannot like give what suggestion because I'm also on that stage. I'm just planning and it's my initial stage. I would say before 5 to 6 months, I started my journey for learning this language. But what I did like that time I used to like a lesson because I had some confusion. What can I do for learning this language? Like, should I go for listening? Should I go for like watching? And should I go for speaking? So I thought to maybe if I don't if I am not aware too much aware of this language, so how can I speak? Right. So I
Hmm.
thought at first we need to observe others,
Yes.
how they are talking to each other, and I need to like watch some video regarding English conversation and English content. So I used to watch and listen before 6 months, how they are speaking and how I can speak. So at just 3 months, I used to listen a lot, and after I moved to speaking. So I decided to I will speak. It doesn't matter if I will do some mistake.
Mhm.
Definitely, mistake is a part of the learning. So before 3 months, I started to speaking. So when I come to speak, I have to face a lot challenges and difficulties. So still, I'm facing
Mhm.
different kind of the challenges as like grammatical mistake and as like sentence structure. But I know very well no one is perfect, and if I will go behind the perfection, so it would be not better for me. That's why I'm trying
Yes.
to speak as much as possible, and I'm speaking because what I believe spoken English and subject English. I mean subject to English it is a two kind of the different. If I will mug up all the things in grammar and vocabulary and all the things, then what do
Mhm.
you think? Like while speaking, we have a time to speak. Sorry, we have time to think about like a grammar and all the sentence structure. We
No.
cannot. We never thought about where I can put this and that sentence because you are
Mhm.
asking me and instantly I have to give your answer. I don't have time
Yes.
to think about the grammar. So how can it possible? So I used to suffer a lot before because I was just trying to mug up all the things regarding grammar. So, but when I moved in spoken English speaking, when I start to speaking, so I forget all the things. Even I'm doing mistake, but I don't know where I'm doing mistake. I know, but I will I'm trying to reform that. And just I'm speaking. I feel comfortable and relaxed on this language.
Mm-hmm. Like I also believe that when you start listening to other people, so you observe a lot while how they are saying. Because now we are, in this phase that we can understand them like other people. You can understand English, but some people struggle just to speak in English because they didn't try to speak. That's why. But you are able to understand, and if you are listening to other people, so you can get to know so many things like the grammar things as well and sentence structure and the vocab also. So this is how they can start their journey from the listening itself, and then they can start practicing. And yeah, as you know that practice is the key, and if you will speak more and more, then only you can improve yourself.
Yeah, we should consider as we know English speaking English as a like a skill, right? So
Hmm.
as a skill, we have to develop that skill. After
Yes.
then, we can feel comfortable on this language. So for develop this skill, we have to practice a lot. We have to speaking, and what happen when we will speak more? So all the things will automatically come in our mind. How we can speak, and outcome is automatically come in your mind. So that's the thing. We should always follow to speaking. So speaking comes to speaking. If you will just think like that, so how I can speak and what the things should have after then I will speak. So that's I think it's not a better idea to start the journey of speaking. So
Yes.
speaking is a totally different. You have to speak and speak rather than you feel comfortable and you can speak easily.
Yes. Absolutely right.